TYTSports locked out here in Culver City, California. We're strong with you. Now, the Andrew Bynum sweepstakes is finally over because only one team decided to bid on him. It would say 2-year deal worth up to, I emphasize up to, $24.5 million. There is $6 million guaranteed. Which team signed him? If you can't read the title, the Cleveland Cavaliers decided to go in and gamble on him. It's funny because Dan Gilbert owns casinos. I'm not a comedian. So, okay, last year they were hoping, the Cavs were, that they were either going to land Dwight Howard or Andrew Bynum, not both of them. Of course, Andrew Bynum had 1 practice, 0 games played last year with the 76ers, and you got to feel bad for the Philly sports fan. Not all the time, just maybe in this instance. For the sole fact that the 76ers traded Andre Iguodala, Nikola Vucevic, who is turning out to be a fantastic pro out of USC, currently with the Orlando Magic, and 2 first-round picks for Andrew Bynum in a 3-team deal that sent Dwight Howard to the Lakers. It seems like the Sixers and the Lakers simply got screwed in that deal. So aside from having horrible hairstyles, Andrew Bynum is turning out, at least the Cavaliers hope to be, that one guy that could really boost them even to an 8 seed in the playoffs. The Bucks made the playoffs last year. Why can't the Cavaliers? They have solid names on their team. Anderson Varejao is a solid player. Tristan Thompson is a solid player. Zeller is a solid player. Not Cody, I was thinking it. Tyler Zeller. And, of course, obviously, I think I said it already, but Kyrie Irving is obviously there. Dion Waiters as the number 2/3 on the team. And now you add Andrew Bynum. Why can't they make the playoffs? At least they're going to dominate, one would think, the boards and in the paint overall as a whole, adding Andrew Bynum. You're expecting the best out of him. You're expecting a sort of year that he had prior to joining the 76ers, because that last year with the Lakers, he won 2 titles with Los Angeles. But what you're expecting are numbers like almost 18 points per game, almost 12 rebounds per game, and he played 60 out of 66 possible games that year. Now, in his career, it's a totally different story. He has he has the worst knees in the NBA. I see him being a Brandon Roy, where he simply can't play anymore because of his knees in the next 3 to 5 years, probably, and he's only 26 years old. Now, he's had double knee surgery. Again, the knees are just horrible. Statistically, he's only played in 392 of a possible 656 games. By the way, the Cavaliers also signed Jarrett Jack, so that's a solid signing from the Warriors. So now I asked you guys to chime in on the Twitter. What do you think about Andrew Bynum going to the Cavs? Seth Nazar tweets at Bergstrom, love the Bynum signing. He is a low-risk, high-reward player. That's wrong. This could also lure LeBron back to Cleveland in 2014. That's also wrong. Hashtag Big 3. That's also wrong. I'm sorry, Seth. They're not going to lure back LeBron. He's either he is not. It's not even an either or. He's staying in Miami. Why would he leave an empire like that to try and build another one in some other place? Plus, he's not going back to Cleveland for the way that your fans treated him. No fucking way. And also, the Big 3. I don't consider Bynum a huge star in this league. Sorry. So I agree with Seth on that point. But I still love you. I swear I do. Mig tweets at Bergstrom, Bynum to Cleveland, the new LeBron James, LOL, so I assume that you're kidding. Vimo tweets at Bergstrom, when he is healthy and plays to his potential, Bynum is the best center. Problem is, he's always hurt and doesn't seem to care. That's another thing. A lot of people, including Brian Windhorst of ESPN, who's a fantastic writer, said, oh, well, now it shows that he cares because he's signing with the team and da-da-da. No one knows if he cares. This is a guy who parked in handicapped spaces in Los Angeles because he didn't want to walk from the parking lot in Whole Foods. And a lot of sarcastic people are now going to say in the comments, well, Whole Foods has a big parking lot. No, they don't. Stop parking in handicapped spaces. So the maturity level will show this next year with Cleveland. We continue on Twitter. Thomas Ianni tweets at Bergstrom, Cleveland's first major free agent signing in ages. When was the last time someone was willing to go to Cleveland? Cleveland! Well, he wasn't willing. I mean, if Atlanta came in and offered him a similar deal, even a little less money, would he have gone? Maybe. We continue. Papillis tweets at Bergstrom, good pickup for Cavs' biggest man. His size is a rare commodity in the NBA. Can't find it anywhere else. Just hope he's healthy. And then Papillis goes back to Seth and says Bynum is low risk. He spent the entire last season injured. 24 mil or whatever it was is a high risk. I agree with him. And then Seth fires back, exactly. He really can't go any lower if he hit rock bottom. His production will only go one direction, and that is up. So what do you think? Do you agree with me that it simply is not a great fit? At least I'm disagreeing with Seth. Or do you agree with Seth? Turk of the day is Seth. He's coming up. Me versus Seth. Who do you agree with? Leave a thought in the comment section below. Give us a thumbs up. That'd be cool. Share with your friends. And most importantly, subscribe to TYT Sports. Bye.